All right, guys, I want to give you a walkthrough of my offshore boat. You know, a lot of you guys are sending me questions and stuff. Hey, man, you know, we see you bass fishing all the time, but we see you go saltwater fishing too. What kind of boat you got and all this stuff. So, hey, you know what? Let's take a little walkthrough. So first off, it's an Americat. It's a cat hull, and that means it's got two different hulls on it. Some people call it a double hull. It rides a lot better. It's a lot more efficient than some of the great big mono hulls. But let's go ahead, climb up the ladder, jump in, and take a look. I'll show you all around. All right, so we're up in the boat. First thing you're probably gonna notice is, hey, I've been a bass fisherman my whole life, right? So I need some trolling motors. These may be a little bit bigger trolling motors than what you're used to. These are the biggest ones that are made. These are 120-pound thrust. They're 9 feet shaft. 9-foot shaft, feet, foot, whatever. It's all a measurement thing. It's math. I was never very good at it, so we're just gonna go with feet for this one. Same thing over here, 120 foot-pounds of thrust. Hey, 9-foot shaft. Let's do it. Let's do the math. 240 pounds of thrust will hold this boat in like a 3-mile-an-hour current. Really, it will. I know it looks like you wouldn't think it would, but it does. Trust me. 9 foot, do they flex? Yeah, they flex. It has to, it's 9 feet long. I haven't broke them yet, so we'll see. Lots of storage, we got all kinds of stuff. There's storage down in here. Keep all the safety equipment in there. There's storage under here, there's more storage there. This is where I keep all the tackle. So things are a little bit different in saltwater fishing, right? So you got harpoon, that's the harpoon ball, extra spools. We fished a little bit deeper, so there's a weight. We're still drop shotting, only we're using 12 pounds instead of whatever, a quarter of an ounce. Still doing the same kind of thing, it's just a lot bigger. We carry spare batteries. This is all rigs that are already made up. Lots and lots of stuff, but guess what? You're gonna find all kind of little bass fishing little things in here. Got a little bump board in there. You know why? Because snapper you can keep down to 20 inches. In the Palm Bay area, we don't catch very many that small, but every once in a while we do. So guess what? We got a bump board just like we're bass fishing in there. We got extra line, all kinds of stuff. One thing too, we actually do a lot of night fishing, especially in the summertime, whether we're sword fishing or grouper fishing, snapper fishing or whatever. So you'll see all around this boat, we got lots of lights. These are from Blue Water LED. I get them through, you know, TH Marine sells Blue Water LED. So, you know, I got lighting all over the boat. This thing right here, this is OmniSense night vision. So when you're out there driving around in the middle of the ocean, I'd like to say it's for looking for fish, but it's actually for safety. Because, you know, out there in the middle of the ocean, you never know when one of those cargo boxes is going to fall off a cargo ship or something like that. So you got to have the night vision. Trolling motors, we got lots of rod lockers, lots and lots of rod lockers. There's all kind of storage down inside of it. That's bumpers, just all storage. Inside here, this is inside the console. This is basically the brains of the whole boat. That's where everything, there's 4 batteries in there, all your satellite hookups, your satellite weather, your radar, all of your stuff. Things are a little bit bigger in saltwater too. So like this thing right here in particular, this is the amp that runs just one of the transducers. These are the amps that run, who doesn't need 1600 watts of amplifiers for the stereo system, right? But yeah, this is just for the transducer. This boat actually can read the bottom in 10,000 feet of water. So not all of them come like that, but it actually can read the bottom in 10,000 feet of water. You're out there all day, you gotta have comfortable seats. So when you're driving, these kind of lean up, lean back, you can sit back, you can relax, have yourself a glass of water or whatever else you may want to drink when you're out there. So I got all Simrad set up. I got 2 16s. I got a 9-inch in the center. It's kind of, you say, well, what do you need 3 for? Well, you run one with the radar spinning, you know, so you're making sure the storms are staying away. I got the other one on the bottom, and then you have autopilot on this one, or you can be splitting the bottom between the two. You know, or when we're running at night, I'll have the night vision on one of the screens, chart on the other, and then bottom, so I know how deep I am running there. This is a Mercury vessel view, so I know exactly what's going on with all the engines. Of course, you got to have yourself some tunes going on too. And then everybody says, what's the double up on the VHF radios for? Hey, when you're 80 miles, 100 miles offshore, you know, you got to be able to, you know, if you have a problem, you want a backup, because that's basically your only way that you can get back, unless you have one of those little satellite text machines too, which I actually have that, but hey, you know what, 3 points of failure, whatever. Like I was saying, we've got lighting all over the place. Lots and lots of rod holders, so when we take off, you know what I'm saying, we got to be able to carry all the rods. You got outriggers up here, more of the blue water LED lights from TH Marine. Like I said, you always want to make sure everything is, you know, lit up at night, because if you're out there in the middle of the ocean, you don't want something, you know, crazy happening or whatever. Got plenty of cup holders, like I said, for your water or, you know, whatever else you might want to have. Got a little tool area back in here. It's kind of messy right now, but we just fished not too long ago. But another thing I want to show you guys. So we were talking about 240 pounds of thrust up on front, right, in the trolling motors, and most offshore boats don't have trolling motors. Well, here's the heart and soul of all that up there. If you look right back in there, you see 6. That's right, 6 Battle-Born batteries and power pole charges. So that is exactly what runs all that trolling motor up there between those two. I got 6 Battle-Borns in there and the power pole charges. So every time we move spots, if we're using the trolling motors, power pole charge is charging those Battle-Borns, and they're always ready to go. No problems, no issues there whatsoever. And it's always charging the cranking batteries too, and the house batteries. So there's 10 total batteries in this boat, and all of them are always being charged by those 2 power pole charges. So I'm never going to have a boat without a power pole charge again. I mean, to me, it's just absolutely the only way to go. There's more storage and stuff back here, but I want to show you, I'll show you that big Simrad amplifier, right? So it runs that is my transducer. That's an R499 transducer. That is as big as a Yeti cooler. Pretty big. You know what? It's as big as a Gator box cooler. Let's say that. This is where we keep all the dead bait in there, because we use a lot of dead bait, especially when we're deep dropping and stuff like that. Use a lot of dead bait. This is a live well. Still got some water in it because, well, you know, I didn't clean that out last time. And then this is the fish box. You can see it goes way up underneath there all the way to that other side. That's where we keep most of the fish. And then what I think is the sexiest part of the whole boat, the Mercuries. Let's go down and take a look. So twin Mercury 400 supercharged Verados. Those things are awesome. This boat weighs, I forget exactly how much they said, like, I don't know, 14,000 pounds or something like that. And it'll run 60 miles an hour. Now, you don't want to be running it that hard all the time, but guess what? It will. And do I run it harder than I'm supposed to? Of course I do, because I came up bass fishing all the way down, tapping the gas, making sure that thing, because I'm going to come by you flying. Yeah, flying for 60 mile an hour for a boat this big. Yeah, that's fine. But no, just love these motors. They've been great. Still a little bit of a bass fisherman keeps coming out at me every once in a while. Of course, I had to put a side scan transducer on it, even though, you know, it's not really reading out there that well in 500 or 600 feet. But when we're snapper fishing in that 70 to 90 foot, it reads awesome. And now I can start to see isolated little rocks off to the side. So that's been really cool. You know, we definitely got, you know, everything, underwater lights, all that stuff for snapper fishing. But that's basically the setup on the offshore boat. And like I said, when I'm not out there on headwaters or stick marsh or something like that, I actually live closer to the ocean than I live to those places. So I just this whole area down here around Palm Bay and the Space Coast, so cool for what, you know, any kind of fishing that you want to do. Like I said, I'm a mile and a half from the saltwater. I'm 7 or 8 miles from headwaters and stick marsh. It's just awesome. You know, so I'm going to spend way too much money on 2 boats. That's just how it is, because I can't stand it. I got to go fishing. So if you got any kind of questions or anything about fishing in Palm Bay, go ahead and hit me, and, you know, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. We're going to have some videos out there. Most of the time we're just bass fishing, but guess what? Now we're going to start working this boat into it too, and we're going to have some videos out there of saltwater fishing. But anything that you need to know about Florida Space Coast or the Palm Bay area, where to fish, where to stay, what lakes are on, what lakes are off, very rarely are any of them ever off, but whatever you want to know, just hit me on Facebook, hit me on Instagram, YouTube, whatever. I'll come back at you with some good answers. And remember, come on down and check out some of our big bass and big saltwater fish.